All right, we are back and now going again. CoD Rec League, another semifinal for you in the silver mixed division. This is the playoffs, baby. You're here with Q, and I got T Morg in the booth with me. How are we doing, T?
I am doing great, Q. Excited for another big silver mixed matchup tonight. This time down in the south, like you said, it's Stroke and Choke finds a
Holy
two-piece to
crap.
open it up. Low Lord finds one of his own. Now he's going to start pushing out these spawns, and Cleveland Misfires are looking pretty good for the moment, but they got to defend a wave here.
Yep, gotta defend the wave now. Stroke Choke gonna find another one. Clutch King gonna find himself one as well as we start to go into this P2. I mean, 20 seconds still left to be had. It looks like London's gonna try and get those. Mind you, one last fight going off on the point. Cleveland will clutch that one up and grab it. So they will get that little remainder of time. Gonna be about a 10-point lead, roughly, a bit more than that. But we are looking onto this P2 break now, and that does seem to be going in the favor of Cleveland as well.
Yeah, this is good plays out of Low Lord, trying to hold down this P2 area. Woo! Gotta stay alive now. He's got Verdant challenging him out. Verdant's got help as well, but Low Lord's doing a great job of just getting that info and doing some damage. You got Stroke and Choke now to help him out a little bit here, but the break is coming through Maze as well. So Cleveland have got to try to hold on here, get a couple key kills. P2 can sometimes be money, sometimes be hell.
Yeah, it ends up, if you don't really get that wave of kills right, it ends up just being a trade fest, and it might be the case here. So we'll have to see. Four members in the back for Cleveland still holding the dominant spawns, getting most of the time. I mean, with that new rotation over to this new P3, I mean, it does end up getting a lot more time, I feel like, on to P2, right? Because teams end up being a little bit more concerned with going to P2 because it used to be so close.
It used to be very, very close, but now you got to rotate over to that ramp side. I welcome the change. They finally got rid of all the contest spots. I mean, hopefully, you never know. I keep seeing Twitter clips. But London Royale set up early. They need it now more than ever because they were down about 60 points, 70 points before they started this. Now you got Matt getting a big two-piece towards Snow, sliding for three. Oh. He's going to find it onto Boomer. Sayonara, kiddo, as they are holding this hill. Matt's going to look to find some more here. This top Snow position is so important.
Yeah, you got to hold that, right? Or else it just feels like house sitting in that point, right? And Greg, where we're getting up with this here, doing a little bit of playground jumping, gonna find the timing maybe onto Matt. He's gonna do so. Now they have that top Snow position. Hopping in will be the Clutch King. He's 6-1 to start this bad boy off. Just simply been grooving around the map. I mean, Cleveland has as a whole, they're up to a 40-point lead, looking to make it a bit more even, but it was a pretty good hill out of London, get themselves some points on the board, right? Just need to get back into this one a little bit more on the long-term side, and they might be able to do it right here. Matt up top, though, going to get picked off to begin this one.
Oh, Verdant is surrounded by a lot of wide arrows, but he is able to find one on the Boomer. If he can stay alive just a little bit longer, give his team some more time. There's Matt finding one on the Stroke and Choke, so now it's up to Verdant to try and hold strong, but the members of Cleveland Misfires just pour in, but the backspawn is in from London Royale, and Olsen's able to find a good opening kill here. Not able to get a second, but the trades are good. It's up to Boomer now to try and hold this last 30 seconds or so. There's a lot of red arrows around him here, Q. It's going to take a maximum effort.
And he gets a little help from Stroke and Choke right off the bat, but that little peek's going to cost him. Matt finds two. He's got to find one more there to get that time white, and he won't be able to do it. He'll get picked off, so that will be Stroke and Choke's time over there. 70 seconds is the difference right now. Going to be 80 by the end of this, so a lot of work to do if you're London. I mean, they've showed some promise. They just need to those guns fire a little bit. There's plenty of time left in the sub base to catch up, so that used to be very tough to come back on. I don't know if it's all too much better, but it's definitely a little bit better than it used to be.
Oh, it's definitely, 10% better. But you got Boomer trying to find a two-piece there. He's quickly traded out. Verdant and crew are holding strong here on this P5, but they've opted to hop out of the hill for a moment. It's Matt's trying to push out, and they're finally able to get back on, start collecting a little more time as the trades continue to ring out their way. A good route from Matt. He's playing he's on a little goose chase right now. It doesn't actually ever find anything. It's a little unfortunate. Gotta love this game, man. It's definitely a game.
Yeah, a duck goose sometimes for sure. Boomer's finding another big two-piece. Matt flying out this time, gonna not be denied. He will get his timing. He'll make it himself. So he's gonna get picked up, but Difference is around the same, 60 points now. Going to be a little bit more than that with this little time going away at Cleveland as well, but we are off to back to P1. Verdant seems to be the man in the in-close situations, sporting that nice Carolina Royal Ravens skin. I like that color. So nice to see him get there. Nice little flank. See if we can find any more off the top rope. He's going to need to, as these Cleveland players are heading into all the right positions, right? Like that top room up there in the corner. That's a tough spot for this hill. You got to kill that guy.
Yeah, Verdant is definitely the guy to beat right now as he's able to help collapse onto the hill there. And London Royale really need to start collecting a lot of time here. So I mean, they've been down 60 points this entire time. And, you know, giving up those last 20s, those early 20s, it can really, really get to you. You need to get a full hold here. And as Misfires walk back in, you know, there's another 20.
Another 20 that just seems to always keep going the way of the Misfires. This one no different, but this time London seems to be the team in time right now, able to make the hold if they can find this wave of kills, but it's just as Cleveland again hopping in like a hungry hyena looking for blood. They find most of the kills, but Boomer with the late flank in here will always have that window position. So they're back to that 80-point lead. This is looking good for Cleveland. They've got the spawns in. Gonna need to see a break from London. They're gonna fly in. Winton will go right by that man, or Verdant will get picked off. Traded by Olsen now. Olsen's got to find some more action inside this hill. They're gonna start flying around. There we go. There's the 3 kills for London. They absolutely needed that right in there.
Yes, they did. And if they can find
Need
a
a lot
couple
more.
more, they can escape this 100-point club that they've been staring the barrel of this entire time. And it looks like they're going to do just that. So they're going to start hopping out of the hill, waterfall across the map. Some good form, but you got to get those kills on rotation, and they have found none of them. The London Royale are just continuing to bring the pain, and you even have Stroke and Choke going back for more, finding that last 10. And you know, this is just nails in the coffin at this point. Every single, you know, little chunk of time you're giving up is just letting Cleveland get closer to that map 1 victory.
Yep. A lot of time being had by Cleveland. They're up 100 points roughly going into this rotation. This is a tough hill to kill them off of, mind you. I think the top snow area is rather open right now, mind you. I say that, and Greg shuts the door from the other side, and he is just being a nuisance up top there. Gonna like slow that push down, that break by so much. I mean, they're already only 30 points away from the win.
Yeah, Cleveland is getting to work very quick here, trying to shut it down before the second rotation of hard points is even through. And they can not win it here, but they can definitely get very, very close. But those kills fall for London, and they are going to get that last 12 for sure. But you got Greg and Winton on the other side of the map. Winton wins a big one to potentially give his team some edge towards the spawns, but as him and Verdant fall, I don't know, Q. This could get a little hairy. We need a hero play.
Yeah, need to find a break from somebody, and is it going to be Olsen? He's flying around in there. He's getting the kills. There's another one onto Greg now. Winton is in here in the back too. Olsen finds another one, so this is kind of a good-looking break as far as it can go for this hill. Going to sneak into the back. He sees a lot of members there. He's going to have that cross. Gets one. Oh, nice shots onto the second, and they will have help for the third. Spawn is theirs. Time can be theirs. They just need to turn around for this member they killed first, and they're going to get him too, so... London, that was a really good break out of them. I love to see that. That's something that we need to see more of if they're going to recover in this series.
Only 11 seconds to spare here. They have to hold on for every bit of it. And Boomer is going to find the seam. He jumps in for the 2-piece. If he can find one more, he may be able to ice this out here. London just can't give up this hill yet. They've got to rotate now, and you can see that number 3 is pretty much already set up on that P5. And as he finds that kill onto Matt, this could be all she wrote. Only 6 seconds to spare. You've got to get this guy out of this corner. Trophy down. I don't think it's going to happen. And the Cleveland Misfires shut them out, finding the first map. And this is definitely going to be a mixy series here, Q.
Yeah, I mean, just really, like, they were flying at the bit, right? You had the Clutch King, you had Stroking going at it. They were just flying at the hill.
London Royale on the attack first. Trying to just kind of wait out the nades, wait out some of those mid pushes, and Winton's going to spot Greg, but Greg is quick to back him down, also putting damage onto Verdant. That may slow that B push down quite a bit.
Yeah, they're already kind of frozen up on this B street, right? Nothing not wanting to wait, and sometimes that works out, and seems like it'll at least be all right. I guess they get the trade here either way. So 3v3, nobody's really made too much action on the map. Have to see if Verdant and the guys are able to. Oh, can he get out of here? He will. Getting some information there. Matt will find his trade, so that's a great way to play that. Getting their trades in mid, they'll have the numbers advantage now.
Yeah, you got 3-2, and they've got the bomb just kind of working back and forth across mid. Maybe some comms coming through. But I think Low Lord is keen here. He did see that double cross. So he's going to be able to possibly play spoiler. If the stun does come through, they know that they're on the bomb site, but Winton's going to have to try to take out Greg, and he does it. So that leaves Low Lord in the 1v3, and he's quickly taken care of by Matt. So London Royale starting it off early, 1-0.
Yep, that's exactly how you want to do it, right? Just get that last map into the rear view mirror and get Matt up on a 3 streak. So nice to see that. He can streaks start to come into at least our heads as we think about them. I mean, obviously a lot to play, and I mean, not the greatest map for the streak, I guess. Not that, it's probably one of the better ones, I want to say. At least both the bombs are open and can't just get locked out by a room all that much. So, I mean, again, a lot to go between then, and we now are on to the Cleveland offense. See if they're a little quicker than London was. I mean, it worked out for London to hang around, so Winton going to get up into this diner room. I mean, they're kind of showing that B Street again play. We'll have to see how quick London is to try and hit a flank.
Yeah, you can tell Verdant is kind of keen to maybe hit a route here, but you've got Boomer watching that mid cross, so he can see if anything comes out of CDs or P1 here. But if Verdant finds a timing, it could be tough. But it looks like Cleveland's just mostly turtling up here. They really want to try to find a pick.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of slow strat over there, it's almost what you do at this point, right? You just hang out over there and just hope one of them gets a little bit too quick on it. But that's kind of what they're doing to you.
Yeah. There's Boomer with the first one. Taking out Matt. That's going to make it very difficult here for the defense. But there's only 30 seconds to deal with. This map, or this round, is going to have to kick up very quick here. But that bomb is down now as Winton finds the Low Lord. Now Stroke and Choke and Boomer nearby. They're going to have to try and hold on. But Stroke and Choke is picked up as well. Olsen finds Clutch. And now you got Boomer in the 1v3. Maybe able to get a good timing here. Slaps onto Winton, but not able to find it. That's 2 for London.
Yeah, they win the patience game, right? They just kind of hang out, and then right when you think that there's maybe a numbers advantage for Cleveland, they're going to try and pinch that guy in Diner. They didn't really actually know where he was in there necessarily, though. So pinch came too soon, ran right by him, and boom, that's a free kill. They all try to trade on into it, and then everybody kind of just used their numbers, and London able to find the trade. So nice, clean search and destroy from them. Now got, again, Winton's now on the 3 streak. Matt did die that round, so have to see if he's able to get to it. But either way, 2 clean rounds for London. Back to the offense. Look like they're going this B Street way again, so see if they're a little quicker on that one or if they're keen just to wait again.
Trophies come out, but Greg still finds a kill onto Verdant. Little help from the white van. That's going to make it very tough here. But now you got Winton spotted Greg, but Greg spotted him right back, and we've seen what he's been able to do on that head glitch.
Get him, Winton. Get him.
Yeah, Winton tosses the stun, but not able to act off of it here. You still got Greg on the cross. Just holding it down at B side, and you really need London to just try to find a pick here.
Yeah, Winton wanted that one, taking a couple shots at him, but he is kind of outgunned in this situation. The MCW versus the sub for this. I mean, I don't know, I guess depending on it. But yeah, Olsen finding one on the other side of the map. It's exactly what you needed. Kind of open up the middle a little bit. They've got Greg off the tank now. It's kind of repositioned, but he could be in a better spot even for this push as they are running against the clock now. Maybe the decision to rotate this even came, or kind of a half decision anyway, because Greg's going to be able to clean one up on your push. So they're going to go now. This fight from the mid courtyard not looking to be too fruitful. They won't get Greg off the tractor, and that will mean a Cleveland Misfire round back 2-1 now.
There we go. That's good plays out of Cleveland. Got Greg stacking bodies up over towards the pillars. That's what you like to see out of him. You know, not letting them get too crazy here. You can have those first couple rounds, but we're still around. We can still do our thing. It's a long search and destroy, folks.
Yeah, I mean, it's going 6-5 with a double nade at the end, right? So it's pretty long. Yeah, it's quick when the nade's at you and your buddy's feet. But that's to come anyway. Just we'll buckle in for that one, guys. Got to get there somehow. It's been good so far. 2-1. London with the first two. Cleveland with a nice answer back on that defense. We'll see if they got anything in their offense here. As Boomer going to find a nice first blood on to win. That was a nice quick interaction, giving them numbers early. I wonder if they'll maybe step on the gas pedal now with numbers in their favor. And no one's even playing that tank, so this B Street is kind of theirs for the tanking. The taking.
Hey. Yeah, you got Olsen playing the off angle there, maybe hoping to catch somebody on the cross, but looks like Cleveland may try to just take this over towards A as the bomb with Low Lord is starting to get moved across, but you do have that one player in the closet, and as Low Lord makes himself known here, may be able to take out that player with the Simtex. Not good enough, but he runs the kill down. But at the same time, Verdant was able to find Boomer towards that P1 side, so back to B it is, and Low Lord picks up a big one onto Olsen in transition, and now it's a 3v1 for Verdant, and that bomb's going to go down.
Yeah, he's got to retake B with the sub, right? It's not a very easy proposition. He looks to get active in it. He's just biding his time. Oh, picks up the MCW. This will help. They got a pretty good spread, though. This is going to be tough. These are all kind of hard reads. The ice cream shop is the first man. He might just run into that guy. He's got one in the square, one ice cream shop, one broken. And the first man's got shots on him. The second peak will come through. All he can do is say, this gun doesn't work like it should.
Yeah, just beg it off the floor.
Yeah. No heartbeat sensor. I thought this was MW2.
Yeah, what the hell?
MW3 maps. Come on.
You know what they should have brought back was the round count that was like individual bullets on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
When you had an LMG, you just had a giant stack of little bullets at the bottom of your screen. Kind of sick.
Then we could tell who's using those extended clips that are GA'd.
Yep.
Well, we can read numbers. Don't worry. We got smart guys up in this casting booth, and we're checking all that for you. And by checking all that, I mean we're watching the COD just like you guys. So either way here, stroke and choke on that dark cross right now. This is going to be a tough read. I mean, Olsen finding the first blood on the Boomer, though, but all the way on that A side of the map. So not really doing anything for this B push. They're prepared for this, even with the kill on the other side of the map. A nice shoulder there, though, to not go down.
And he's able to continue to stay alive, dodging that Simtex as well. And they do have these numbers towards the street side, but the number 6 player like Greg sitting on that back side can be a little rough. So they're going to have to move it towards A, it's looking like. But, I mean, this setup from Cleveland is pretty good here. And you've got number 5 moving to the street. The pinch could be good, and there it is. Low Lord finds the one. That's a good kill onto stroke and choke from Winton.
Oh, this is big.
They're going to move that right back to B. Winton gets the trade, and that doesn't even matter as Matt's able to find one as well. I mean, that is London Royale with another good attacking round.
Yeah, that was they had the numbers there, right? They found that first blood, but I mean, that got pretty mixy there, right? That Cleveland had that nice setup in for the A side, and they were able to get a favorable kill off the start, but just good trades out of London, able to battle back in, and then finding that kill onto Greg on the forklift. I wondered if he would be kind of the, that god. So, sometimes we see that just you can't ever get that guy that's defending B on invasion. So needed to see that kill happen now, because or else you just, you leave him off on the island and it doesn't seem like you can do anything about it. So good on London, finding that one now. 2 rounds to start, 2 rounds to Cleveland, and then now 1 over to London. This has been really back and forth.
Back and forth indeed, and you can see Cleveland going right back to the bread and butter. They got Boomer over towards A, and the rest of the posse just rallying up around B and trying to maybe get a pick here. They're slowly moving up that street, getting into what power positions they can, and Greg gets back down by Olsen. A very tight gunfight there, and some quick trades on the other side of the map as Winton finds Boomer and Low Lord finds Winton. Now you got Olsen trying to stay alive here, and you can see Verdant did rotate back to that back corner, so B is on lock right now. Yeah,
finding the better of the 2 trades there. Greg getting that one at the end, not getting the kill, but backing him down. 3v3. Cleveland not exactly looking to give this one up yet. They kind of are just hanging back again. Matt is really just off in his own world over in A, which maybe this smoke sounds the alarm. I mean, Verdant's going to have to go big. He's going to find one. Snaps for the second. Greg will get traded out, though. That's a 2v1 now. As Olsen left to defend this bomb. Choke in the middle. Going to get picked up by Matt, who rotates over finally. A big kill out of them. That'll be now 2 rounds in a row again from London. 4-2.
That's some disciplined search there from London. I mean, that setup, and Verdant basically putting himself in a situation where he can guarantee at least one of those kills. You know, it's just a little icy from them. I really like what I'm seeing. It's kind of what I expected. I thought, usually if a team, starts slow in a hard point, they typically, try to lean forward for the search and destroy a little bit, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Get up in that gamer chair. Get ready to go. As the quick push out of Cleveland, that's a
Oh,
little bit different. We haven't really seen that throughout this map. The real just aggressive push. We
oh,
have seen that, however, though. The Greg Clutch King up on that tank, finding his so quickly into the 4v2 for Cleveland. Or yes, 4-on-2. Holding DVD now. They've got all the numbers. London's 2 members just stared into that treehouse, and this 4-man pinch is on.
yeah,
Oh,
this is going to be tough. But number 4 does find a seam that his teammate in Olsen does get taken out. So
I'm
now
out of
it's
there.
yeah, Verdant on a god route versus the world here and the clock as he's got to try to find that bomb. But he's been able to avoid detection so far. They're going to have no idea that he's back in their spawn. And I mean, looking at
This is
these arrows right
something.
now, he has just
Yeah.
been narrowly missing everyone. Low Lord is about to lose full, and full has been lost. But he's got to try to win another one here.
Yeah.
There's the quick trade. Cleveland Misfires take the round. And I love, love, love that play out of stroke and choke there to just randomly run out of dark. It's 4-2. You really, really want to win this round. And that's a good play to make to just run out, catch the enemy team off guard, and he gets that first blood for free.
Yeah, like you'll hear all the time, pros and everybody talking about those mid-round adjustments, right? And like that's what we kind of just seen. Everybody's been stalling up on this B push and kind of hanging out and knowing where they can get usually, but changing the mold was stroking there and just pushing up that side, catching them off guard, right? Finding that first blood. Greg follows up with one, and that's a nice round win for them. So I have to see who can do that more. And then Cleveland looking to do it again on this round. A lot more action over this Diner side. I'm almost surprised we can't see something here right now.
Oh, Greg Clutch finds Matt, but Winton responds instantly onto stroke and choke. But you got a lot of members around A, and Verdant finds Greg. A big kill here to put Boomer and Low Lord in a 2v3 situation. Rock in hand, and Low Lord finds Winton. No trade to be found just yet, and now it's a 2v2.
And quickly into the 2v1 as that nice trade comes out, and then the timing won't really work. Dude, this nice snap from Low Lord, though, to keep this a one-on-one. He's got a shot of this. The smoke's going to go down. Is he going to try this plant immediately? The stun going to come out. That will tag him, so this is going to be how can he get out with the smoke now. The looks, Olsen finding the nice lane and sitting on top of that car to get all the sight he needs. That's a huge 1v1 clutch for him as they will go up 5-3 now.
I like that out of London there to really just work it effectively towards that side. Once they kind of gave themselves that 3v2 situation, it instantly got turned 2v2, but they've been really efficient at working trades, and that's been the name of the game here. And now they just got to ice it out. Attack has been somewhat favorable for them. They've won a couple rounds of it just off of kills. They did get the one bomb plant down, but or I guess no, they didn't. And we just got to see them try to clutch up and ice out this map. But Boomer with the first blood, making it very hard. Matt gets the virtual trade onto stroke and choke. So not all hope is lost. 3v3 here. Bomb back in the hands of London Royale.
And Boomer is in a great spot, though. He's shaking all chows over there. He's already found 2 this round, I believe. So really just dominating from that white car position. A lot of control over to this B side, though, and maybe some timing to come for Matt here if he's able to go. He's looking at a really far shot. Oh, there we go. He will see the close member. As now hopping up on here, but Boomer, as I'm saying, is shooting at everybody. Gonna find that. That's a pretty tough kill from there, honestly. So good for him. It's a big run out of Cleveland. 5-4 now. You got to be a little angsty if you're London. I mean, you gave a really good and direct call out of the start of the game, and so did D, but both can play into your hands right now.
Both can. I need to see that big 6-4, baby. Come on, London.
Swear.
Give it to me.
We're unbiased. We're unbiased. We're just really smart. That's all it is. That's all it is. Can't turn our brains off.
No. You see Cleveland going back towards B again here, Q. I mean, they really
Look.
like this bread and butter
Oh, look at
strategy.
they're quicker though this time.
Yeah, they're wasting no time, taking up a
Oh,
lot
look
of
at that
map control.
smoke. This is a big fight.
Fighting dark is
Oh.
everything.
Oh, the flank is even quicker though. They don't get a trade back. That's a big start to this round, but Lowlord will find the trade back now. Choke knows he needs to find this member behind them. That is his whole job. There's the dark peak. I don't know if he's seen that member. The stun's going to come out. There are members all over. There it is. The flank from London is in. That will be big. He's got to go absolutely massive now, and he does not. That will be London fighting back into this series. Just as T said, 6-4. It'll be a 1-1 map count. What a round and map out of London.
That's great ice out of London, and it really came down to just how well they were working as a team. Welcome back, everybody. After a short hiatus there, we are now on with the invasion control, and you've got London Royale getting a good start towards that A objective, but Stroke and Choke is there to clean that last player off. So now maybe back to the drawing board here, but they may try to hit it one more time as you got Boomer able to find that first kill onto Winton before he's traded out. Stroke and Choke finds one. Gonna try for the second. Doesn't quite get it though, but Greg is good for the trade. So now you got London maybe switching sights towards that B objective. Gonna try to grab a tick or so here before you really have any contesting from the Cleveland Misfires as they find those couple kills. That's 2 ticks in the bag. And now Winton picks up that dark player, and that should be the B capped. Last second trophy out of Winton as they try to rotate across, able to survive that player back on their spawn. Sick of number 4 on him. That's Matt. He's able to find him back on the hill. You got Greg trying to lock it down. If he can guarantee 1, maybe 2 here, it could be huge, but Winton opens it up. That's going to allow Matt to get into the hill. And here comes Stroke and Choke for the fight, and they're going to find a 2-piece from him, and Boomer finds Olsen as well. So now it is all up to number 3 in Verdant. Well, and as I say it, he gets taken out as well. So Cleveland Misfires pinning the London Royale back in their spawn here. And this map 3 is off to a great start. Still anybody's ball game for sure. Matt gets the opener onto Boomer. It's Winton and the boys are slowly trying to make it up, I believe. Oh no, he made it through. He's able to find Boomer. Verdant finds one off front. Now it's up to Lowlord to try and get some damage done. He finds a big kill. He's going to stay alive. The chow's good though, as they just go back and forth on the hill here. Lowlord eventually able to find it. And so far so good, Q. The Misfires are holding on.
Yeah, I was just hanging out in the booth by myself for a bit there, listening to the great TCAS. I was muted for a bit there, but we were hanging out. We're good. You were doing a great job out there. I loved hearing your voice. So. But yeah, I got kind of scared there for a push or two, and it seemed like Greg had to kind of, or not Greg, but Olsen had to, no, I did mean Greg had to clutch up, so did so, and Cleveland has done so since then, but no ticks on right now, and they got to make the haul now. Olsen's found his first breakthrough. They got to keep going through this diner. They're doing it right now. They're finding all the trades. They got a man on the hill and in that laundromat, but this is as good as it's looked, so got to find your trades now and go hard. Boomer finding one in the back, though. Stroke can get that one. Olsen going to keep on moseying through, but the last man will take him down, so this is looking like tough for Winton. He's got to find all the remaining kills, and he will get snuffed out, so that'll be a pretty clean defense from Cleveland, all things considered. No ticks onto the B point.
Yeah, it's about as clean as it can get here on a control on invasion. You give up that B point, almost to be expected. And no ticks on A, and no trolling either, because in control, you have to defend for the last second. You know, until that clock hits 0 and the round is over, you have to keep them off that hill, because, I mean, we saw it earlier tonight, you know, Puppeteers hopped on with 6 seconds left and ended up winning that first control round earlier, so it can be done, folks. You have to stay on it.
Yeah.
Now it's the Misfire's turn to get in here.
You gotta stay vigilant. You just gotta stay at that point. Any time is enough time in a sense if you can get on it. So 3 kills in for Cleveland. This is gonna get scary for London quick. They've got to clean this up right now. Matt's gonna go down as the 4th member. This is pretty scary. I think this B point might be as good as gone right now. They're gonna run for it, but They are going to nade the entrances. I don't think he's going to get in. He's going to take a try, though. He's got a stab at it now. He slides in. Here comes the shots. Greg finds both of them, and that will be a clean... Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Hold on, Verdon's in.
right.
I see it. Works both ways, T.
Okay. Well, they boss up, but now they got to defend the triple stack towards B. Or at least the small stack here. It's Stroke and Choke tries to chow out onto Olsen. He is picked up, but you already got a tick in the bag at B, working on that second one, and Misfires are off to a great start here on this offense.
Yeah, this is a tough hill to hold. I mean, even if you were to get into position again, and it doesn't look like they're going to. This last chow from Verdon, he finds the first. He's got to go massive. They're dipping and diving, dancing around. We're back onto Olsen. Matt will win that one, I think, and Verdon eventually gets his. So maybe London is back in the driver's seat. They got to kind of get pushed up. I'm not sure this is exactly familiar territory, holding the B point like this. Or A, or B.
No, not at all. I mean, you've got Verdant over here doing what he can. He's able to stay alive. He can just be annoying. That could be good enough. As you can see, those red arrows start to collapse around B. And that's Olsen finding Lowlord on the cross there through dark. Now it's forced all of Cleveland to turtle up, and it's looking like a clean 4 dead. And then look at that spawn. They're deep in Palace right now. And London has a great chance to chop even more lives away as they try to just get out of spawn.
Yeah, I love that. You hear that little sound there, the clomp, clomp, clomp. That's my man running them lightweight boots. He's out here trying to get every bit of speed he can on the map because he knows they got to find their way back to this B point. I mean, and A, I keep on forgetting that this didn't get finished. I mean, they still do have the cap advantage, right? They'll have 4 ticks right now, but they want more, and they've got this split. I like how they went over to this bomb now. Boomer found that. Looking to get one more here. There's a huge kill. He will find it as well. Verdant on the backside, though. He was the hero last time defending A. Will he get in there in time? The slide is in. He's going to get some shots down, but that Ravka just ain't strong enough. Oh, and they're on B as well, T. This is getting scary. I don't think they're going to be able to get in here. London's going to have to fly at this as well now.
Oh, Matt, you just got to stay alive. They're able to clean them off, though.
Oh.
You can start winding back that progression as well. I mean, that was as close as it gets here, folks. London holding on. This is going to be a big win for them. They're now behind in ticks, but you can't troll the round at least. Good nade from Stroke and Choke. He tries for 2, but Winton holds strong. And now it's up to Winton and the boys to try and just pin down on this B side. Only 40 seconds to defend and 7 lives, so not too much to ask for, but still easier said than done.
Oh, and Matt's going to find it. It's a big kill. They've got these 2 members close now. Matt's got to chow it out. He's not going to find it. Stroke and Choke will get him there. Verdant's got to play the spoiler now. He's got to find some kills. They have enough lives to win this one, but they've got to use them all effectively, and there goes one. Only 5 more lives remaining. Oh, that was for Cleveland, I guess, but they do have enough, and they will stack the point and end up winning it. So Cleveland able to clean up the, the mess or whatever we want to call the end of that A point and convert and make that an offensive round win. Now they're up 2-0 on a map where you'd think they'd be able to clutch one of their next 2 defenses.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, they pretty much have it in the bag as long as they don't troll here. It's the name of the game. But, I mean, I got to highlight Boomer for a second. Big 2-piece to open up that A point, get the clock stopped. And then big 2-piece on B there to finally ice it out and give him that stack opportunity. So he's really stepping up, and that's what we called for in that mid game. You need another player to kind of help Greg out, who, honestly, having a little bit slower map compared to that first hard point, but still doing work. He finds Verdant in the hill. They try to deal with Matt on the cross, and that's a tough chow for the rival 9. A Stroke and Choke taking those daily.
Taking those daily as well. I mean, doing what he can do out there, finding the kills that they need. And I mean, Cleveland looks like a well-oiled machine right now, attacking on all fronts. They're even contesting this B point, but it will be Verdant. Oh, nice shots out of Lowlord there. Not Verdant, but there will be more members there now. And ooh, this is an interesting play from Matt, though. He's going to get on, but he's weak. He's got to play his life here. That contest will give him an idea. The reach out, and Boomer will find that. That would have been a huge clutch for him. So nice to stop that if you are Cleveland, as now all the actions on the other side of the map. A kill in the diner, 2 more kills for Cleveland. This is just, they're looking really good in this control so far.
They're looking very good here. You got London kind of forced to stagger towards B a little bit. Stroke and Choke and Lowlord nearby. Lowlord does find Verdant. But you still got Matt lurking around. maybe going to be able to find something, but Boomer on the cross, able to get a big kill there. Matt does get a two-piece towards the hill, so that's going to allow them to be able to get on. They're going to stop the clock, sorry, and try to get a tick if they can get around Low Lord. I mean, this guy is doing everything.
Shot's been on point. He's mowed too many headies off of this attack spot, trying to keep this point alive. But Olsen will pick him up, so it looks like they will finally... Oh, no, they won't. Stroke and Choke's going to just dip in there. Find two of his own. Chow for the third here. Looking... He's going to push in. Will he find a third kill? He will.
Oh.
Cleveland is just simply always finding it. They're always digging deep and finding another one. Olsen just trying so hard to push this now. They've got to just fly at this. Not a whole lot of lives to make both these points happen. Boomer finds 3. Trials for the 4th. Won't get it, but his teammate will. This will be a wrap. That's going to be a 3-0 on the control. After a little break, Cleveland came out firing.
Oh, yeah. Cleveland's feeling good. They take the swing map and honestly are looking primed to take the series here. Gentlemen, 3-0 fashion. 3 respawns. I mean, the way they were shooting in that first hard point looked very one-sided.
Gotta be my match right now, just like London does.
If you thought we were crazy during the day, you should see us after dark.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day late here too, T. We gotta end this broadcast here 30-some minutes from here. This could get a lot of hand. As we load into here, Verdant flying on. The trades are already starting out. Then, believe it or not, the Cleveland Misfires are already dominating them. So, if you're London, you gotta bounce back from this again. Now, Winton seeing all these members die, gonna find his trade. Maybe even looking for an early flip. Gonna get lost over in the church building. There'll be a grenade kill. So, good little bounce back from that very first engagement. As London have found a lot of the kills in the feed since.
Yeah, this is good regain kills from London here, and they can finally step into that point.
Oh, yeah.
Chunk of 20 there. But you can see Verdant almost able to cross. Boomer able to pick him up, and now he's going to try to control that top red area. We were talking about how important it is, but see you later, bud. You can try again later. So Greg is going to be able to find that trade onto Mad, and it's going to be Cleveland here early.
Cleveland got the hold for now, but we've seen this get broken. I mean, goes right by him there, but will get in either way. And the balcony will get his trade, though. A couple power spots for London still, but one gets taken down. The AC player not sounding like he's able to get one. Now all eyes are going to be on him as Cleveland. I mean, they were able to get 26 seconds on that first hill, so that's a little bit of a cushion to break this, but they are going to need it as all 3 members drop, and they are walking into open gunfire here as this nade goes off. Won't tag him, but Boomer will find the kill.
That's just some good work out of Boomer there. Not quite snaking, but, you know, he's just patrolling that backhead glitch best he can. These guys are kind of forced to rotate here. I mean, that's another, you know, good 20 seconds left on that hill. But over towards P3, maybe you can hold it for some money. So you've seen teams do it before, but you got to defend this first wave here, and it's going to be Stroke and Choke and Greg. They're going to try to break this defense.
Yep, couple trades come out. That old kill not going to mean a whole lot. That player will spawn in relatively with them. I guess not. He'll play a late flanker, though. See what kind of timing he gets. He'll get taken down for free, I guess. So that is what it is. But, oh, that kill from Stroke and Choking was nice, though, and that will be a break kill. They'll have to start cleaning up these members rather quickly. If you're London, you don't want a break to come in for Cleveland now. Players flying in from all directions, and they will find 2 of the kills. Cleveland is now in. Somebody's got to make a hero play on London. He'll get picked up. I mean, one member did make it to the back, so there is room for the hero play, but he's going to have to act fast. This lead is going more and more into Cleveland's favor.
And now is the time to act as a couple kills go their way. He's going to slide out onto Stroke and Choke, but Stroke and Choke finds the kill. You've still got number 6 to deal with here, so this hill is not theirs by any means. And that's Boomer going to be able to get the scrap once again. And now a little bit of a lead starting to form around Cleveland as they try to rotate over here. You've got Olsen early once again, so London may be able to get some initial time.
Yeah, about a 40-point lead. Got the rotation, though. I mean,
you got to touch it, boys.
Yeah, you got to be on point to get the points, guys.
10 seconds. There you go.
There we go. Going to be touching it now, but they will get traded out quickly, or at least the other member will. So A little help from Stroke and Choke. They will now come in and clear that point out, and Boomer's going to find an outside kill as he's on a 9 streak right now. 11-2 with the cruise in his back pocket. Feeling a little frisky, going to get involved right now, snapping out, but Olsen finds a bunch of kills to get them back into this one. He needs one more. Oh, that peek won't help anything. Lowlord going to take a challenge now. He'll find it now as the trades just seem to be going the way of Cleveland. Thankfully, not a whole lot of time has if you're London, right? It's been kind of just a white hill, which you wanted most of the hill, obviously, but you kind of got to take the white time sometimes as well. So, but they will net lose it. It'll be about a 50-point difference now, but they are towards this next rotation. They got to go here big here now, T.
Oh, Stroke and Choke finding 2 leaves Verdant in a tough position here.
Wow.
He was able to find the trade and do some damage, but not able to hold on for the moment. So Cleveland's going to get some initial time here. And I mean, at this point, this lead is starting to get pretty big. You need to try to hit a regain here soon because
Light King.
Yeah, as we start to get in here early, it may be a little different, but now Boomer and Lowlord going to combine for 2. Lowlord gets 2 by himself, and it's up to Matt to try to poke this hill a little bit.
Slate Reflector King out there trying to do his best with the bullet rack he thinks he's getting, so I'd love to see it. Matt flying out. 2 shots come down from Verdant. Verdant's been kind of flying out there. He's doing what he needs to do. Needs to get some help from the boys, and here's comes the snap from Matt. They'll find that kill as well, so London hanging on, I'll call it, because it's been mostly Cleveland, but I'm seeing enough. They've just got to find that gear. They've got to find that late night gear for the playoffs, baby.
That late night gear, baby. Hubba, hubba. You got Winton trying to push this top 3, and you got Greg holding it down, but Olsen with some nice shots finds a good trade onto him. And now they're going to continue to get these kills here as they're doing so now. And this is some great initial time for London to maybe able to get them back in here.
Yep, they're getting some good time on P1. I feel like that was even how our earlier series went. The team was able to get quite a bit of time on P1, which is not usually the hill you'd really give all that credit to. But I mean, sometimes when you get the time, you don't complain about when you get that, where you get the time. So, you know, you take it where you can, and they've got pulled this lead to only about 20 now. If they're able to find some of these kills, they got the rotation. So this has been a net positive either way with these kills going through, really. So 15 seconds will bring this lead around to, 40 something by the end of this. So pretty close. Again, you brought it a little closer if you're London. You just need to find these kills. This opening round of kills is almost the game for you.
I love this spot out of Verdant here. You can probably guarantee at least 1 on this push if they give it to him. He's just got to play patient, but it's going to come down to that number 5 player and Lowlord on the backside, and Stroke and Choke finds the player that was there to pick him up.
He's got to go big.
Verdant does get 1.
Oh boy!
But now he's got to try to stay alive, at least distract this defense for a moment. The respawns are in, and you do have Cleveland spawning out, so every kill could be huge for London. But this head glitch is so hard to beam people off of when you're just jumping over the hill. And this has been a white kill feed.
Yeah, it was. They had that hold in. The standstill was there, and the standoff, I should say, and just all members dropped for London, and Cleveland able to come in and yoink that hill position from them. So leads now out to 60, gonna be 70, probably 80 at the end of this hill. So gotta find a way, London. You gotta battle back. They've managed to get kills that were pretty massive because they were actually gonna lose this rotation too at one point. So pretty big from London just to get here. Maybe they can hit the regain because it's starting to become the last chance.
Yep, we've done past the midpoint of this hard point, and it's now time to get nitty and gritty here. If you want to extend your season any further, if you want to give us that Skid Row hard point, but there's a cruise missile getting invested by Boomer. Binks it off the building. Come on, get it in there, Boomer. What are you doing?
Yeah, you gotta curve the bullet, curve the rock. But Lowlord into the back. London again have had a pretty good start to this hill, but Lowlord gonna break it himself. This is a huge fight coming down now, and Lowlord wins those. No one has traded him out yet. Winton's finding everyone else on the map, but he needs to help finding Lowlord because he's been getting that time. Could bring them to 200 here. The snap from Winton is gonna be in. Oh, he's not looking the right way though. So get a little bit gross. Lowlord playing his life amazingly in this hill, and we'll find another one doing the nitty-gritty things you gotta do to stay in it. London with that early rotation over to the shop hill again, but it's only Matt.
Yeah, Matt's got to try to stay alive best he can here. His teammates are getting very close. They know he's back here. These gunfights are huge, and Verdant combines for 2. Now you got Low Lord able to pick up Olsen, and that's going to be some early time for London, at least for the moment. If they can just continue to find these kills here, the split spawn
There we go,
may
Matt.
be a little tough to deal with here, as you've got players just all over each other in the map right now. Now Low Lord's going to have to try to lead the line. He does get back down, stuns and nades out, and eventually picked up by Verdant. And this is a really good hold so far for London, finding a lot of these kills around the point.
Yeah, it's been massive from London. I mean, I don't think we thought this was so possible, but I mean, the one thing is Cleveland has made a concerted effort to go new, and that one player in Winton will be kind of backed off. So this late push going to come in. That's one guy that's not there. If I'm London, I'm shooting the gap right now. You got no other choice. It's going to be your best number situation for that new hill, and you're going to have a late trailer and Greg now for throughout. So the nades are out. Got a tick. Olsen's going to chow that every time. He's got to get the free shots here. He's just firing, but there's that late flank and Greg. This is going to get tough. All the kills white in the feed. That'll be 4 down. This is looking grim, T.
It's looking real grim. You got one more shot to try and break this hill here. You got to get past Greg and top red. It's going to make it very difficult. Another cruise missile gets invested here. No kills on the board. That's a good 2 for London. They're able to get into the hill for the moment. And as Matt finds Greg, now they just got to defend from the front. They've been able to keep Cleveland off the hill long enough that they can no longer win here. But now it's a rotation game. You can't go with any more scrap time or that early time.
No, it's got to be perfect from here on out. You can't screw anything up if you're London. You've got to get all these holds. And P1 was their money hill the last time around. It will be tough to do it again when Cleveland knows they only need 20 or 19 seconds to end this one. But either way, London is playing on those clutch vibes. So, but there it is, Greg, the clutch king of them all. Will find 2 in the feed. There's 14 seconds left to be had. London's got to fly. Here it is. This is your season, London. You've got to mow. Matt combining for 1 with Winton. Got to find the rest of these kills now as there's a member in third. They're going to hop to the point. 1 member's in. He'll get that kill as well. The Clutch King, 1 more second to be had. Low Lord finds it. That'll be the Misfires 3-1. They will be moving on to the finals next Tuesday in your mixed division.
Woo! Got a little hairy for a moment, but it seemed like it was controlled chaos even when it was chaos. The Misfires